Back at it again with episode 30 of our long live grind for the true real profit limit of Stardew Valley.
Kelpxo became a task manager.
Well, that's a great way to start a stream. Thank you very much, Kelp. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. How you doing, One Last Brain Cell? Vibing out? Feeling good? I do love to see a Golden Shores emote. Rosanium, what's up? How are you? Enjoy those emotes, Kelp. You earned them. Let's let some people trickle on in today. What you been up to? Same thing I've been doing for the last, this is my 30th stream now. For the last almost 2 months. Grumbath, how you doing over on YouTube? Welcome to the stream. I am doing the same thing, just grinding this capitalism challenge out. I think the script's about 2/3 of the way done. Welcome, Avian, how are you? Welcome to the madness. One sub away from another pizza party. I don't know if we can recur that reward. I'm actually thinking about I owe you guys a 100 sub award. So I'm gonna be, once this challenge is done and I start getting into the editing process, we're gonna start a Minecraft community world, a realm on Java Minecraft. I'm gonna make it open to anybody and everybody who is part of the Discord. I'll make the link accessible in the Discord. And we should have ourselves a good old time with that. So we'll be playing a lot of Minecraft once this challenge is all finished up. I can't wait. Actually, I got my 2-month hankering for Minecraft right now, so it's feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Definitely looking forward to it. What were you up to at work? I was working, making sure everybody was getting paid, because I do payroll. But I also was spending a little bit of time working on the script, so I was pretty busy today. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Can I get mine early, please? First we gotta hire you. We gotta onboard you first. All right, guys. So Mantis was kind enough to share with us the layout that we are going to be using, and I'll update all of our counters to align with it. Does it work if I'm in the UK? I don't even know how I would do your taxes. I'm only well versed enough in American payroll, so I don't know what the heck you guys' taxes would look like.
We need rest. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
No, be keeping it real. No, you're not getting any rest. You are going to sit here and you are going to watch me work myself to death.
Your staff is dying down here. Is that metal?
Oh boy.
I hate to say it, but
Yeah, not to be contradictory, but it's very metal.
Is it metal to have your drains clogged with dead, rotting employees?
Yeah, it is, actually.
Yeah, it's totally
Is it metal for none of you to care at all?
Yeah, it's way more metal if we don't care about it.
Wow. I guess I didn't know all that stuff was metal. Anyway.
I didn't know all that stuff was metal. All right, guys, so here's the layout that we're gonna do. Love me some Metalocalypse. So this is the 196 coop layout that Mantis put together last night. She mentioned that this one might depend on us not being married to anybody. We'll see. But this should solve our problems of maximizing without actually being incapable of getting into some of these. So 196 is a good number. I like that number. I think we're gonna go with it. As you can see, it's totally clogged. This base is a mess. But moving the greenhouse down here seems to have freed up space for 5 more up here, which is great. You can't spell love without L-O. You can't spell is without I-S. You can't spell silo without Lois. My boss hated me. I love that. A new vocal stim. Where are the silos? We'll be able to fit them in. I think we'll be able to fit one here, probably one here, one here, definitely one here, probably one here, one there. We'll be able to put them in. They're only 3x3. I suspect that with 196, we'll need 196 times 12. We'll need 12 silos. No, 10 silos, excuse me, because they can each fit 240, and we only need 2352 a day. So we can squeeze 10 silos into here for sure. I'll even destroy an obelisk if I have to. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just start right now working on this. I want to get the layout basically good and ready to go. So I'm gonna get right into it. Kicking Shane out stream? Not yet. Not yet. He can still give us babies, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna kick him out probably at the very end. It's not time yet for him. It's not time yet for him. All right, and Robin's working on an upgrade right now, so we're gonna have to go to the. Thank you very much, Mantis. Thank you very, very much for all your effort on that. I have scripted in your shout out already. Guys, I worked so hard on the script today. We are like all caught up. The script is like done. And by done, I mean like up to reality, which is something I put off a lot during this challenge, was getting the stream going while recording made it hard for me to find time to actually script, which is, I like to script as I go. I'm very, very particular about taking detailed notes, and this has been a new experience for me, kind of putting off the script work, but the script's all caught up now to where we are in reality, and it's coming out fantastic. I'm really looking forward to hunkering down and getting some details finally edited and getting this thing moving, but we got to complete the challenge first. All right, so today's probably going to be another coop building excursion. I want to start first by just getting ourselves set up. I put a mini obelisk here. I don't think that'll be in the way there. I might have to move that mini obelisk before I can start. That's okay. So it's going to be a lot of me moving stuff around, so enjoy, guys.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
Guys, I got a couple of days off work at the end of this week, Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow is my Friday. So I will be hopefully working on getting some new sound effects added. I've got a lot of ideas to the left of me here. I think it'll be very, very good to get a few fresh sound effects added in finally. You know, we've heard that is mayonnaise an instrument a handful of times by now, and it's probably getting a little old. What is on the list? Oh, so much. I got so much. A lot of Family Guy, a lot of Rick and Morty. Tons of SpongeBob stuff. Stuff I haven't heard in a long time. Alrighty, Mantis. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. This should give us enough room to work with. Okay. 20 consecutive streams. That's an incredible number. You're committed, Brain Cell. I appreciate you always showing up in and out. I think 30 streams. This is our 30th stream, so we might get a few people sharing their 30 stream streak. Is that where it is? That appears to be where it is. Okay. That one. I'm not sure how you place that one. Maybe, is this offset by one? Curious why that can't be placed there. That's very... It's very strange. Wonder why the game won't let me place anything there. This is troubling enough that I want to investigate it. What is here that is stopping me? I believe the game thinks that something is here. Because otherwise I would be able to place... Unless, because it blocks the exit, it's stopping me? I'm not sure. The only time I've ever experienced this issue where it won't let me place a building despite all tiles being green is when something is in the way of the entrance, but that's not happening here. Now, this is the... I don't believe it's the path. You know what, guys? There is actually a bush here that we need to mark anyways, so let me go get a couple of lightning rods and we'll mark that bush. Because it's not good to forget about your bushes. The stone there is actually immovable. Can't be touched. Let's see here. Our porch looks so gorgeous. Mrs. Shift works so hard, making our house look pretty. Okay, I believe that there is a bush. Let's see. There's one here. There's one here. There. Then in line with this one, there's one here. It might be one lower, actually. Here. This.
Respect my authority!
No. I won't respect your... Alright, that I'm pretty sure is the bush. The bushes that we have to keep an eye out for there. And then I think there's actually a bush here, guys, that I didn't mark. I want to make sure I don't forget to mark. Okay, so let's go back to the wizard and see what's going on here. How's it going, buddy? Said Tracy Draws. It's going great. It's going great. We are definitely far along on this grind. I would say we've passed the 2/3 of the way mark. All we really need to do is update our totals. We have all the auto petters we need for sure. We have about 2/3 of the golden animal crackers we're going to need. Maybe a little more than half, not 2/3, but close. Is it my fave game, though? Absolutely. Love this game. Mantis, observe, if you will. Now, you were able to place this. I have a feeling that the reason that I'm not able to place it could have something to do with an artifact. Perhaps the game is thinking that there's a bush there that isn't there because we did the save surgery that we talked about. Now, I believe this is what you're doing. I'm looking very closely at your layout here. Let's see here. I think this is where that first building is. Let's get a regular coop just to make totally sure, sprite-wise. No, we're one over. Nope. That's the one. Yep, so that's the exact starting point. And then we feed it into 2 directly here. Right, so we get this one, and there's a path here blocking my way. I believe this is coming from the standard farm. I have no idea. But I can't put anything right here, so that nukes one of our coops. Maybe one higher. No. So that's as high as we can get that one. It's about the pathing. That pathing is there, though, in your build. I'm curious how you were able to place one there. Alright, well, regardless, we'll have to skip that one for now. It appears that... yeah, this pathing's gonna get in our way. Big time. This pathing could be troublesome. Why is that blocking us? Okay, that's fine. We'll have to figure it out as we go. I'm certain I'm directly at the tile that I need to be. According to this, I can go one higher and do this, and it still blocks me. I think it might have something to do with... I actually can't figure out why it's blocking me there. I don't know. Could have something to do with the save surgery that we did. Regarding that one up here as well, it looks like this is blocked too. So I think we're closer to 194. We'll put everything as close as we can to it. I don't want to disrupt the lattice structure because that makes rippling changes in the layout. But let's start getting some coops placed down for now. We gotta get some coops placed. We'll place the ones we can and ignore the ones we can't. We can still finagle this. We can still work it out. Appreciate everybody letting me use my noodle for this. Appreciate you guys. This is all part of the process. This is the behind-the-scenes work that gets done. You know, if you like the videos, this is what goes into them sometimes. We do a little bit of guesswork. I don't know if I'll be able to get into that coop. Gotta find a way to get this coop accessible. I could make it so... Just do that. That could work. You do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's one we can't place, but otherwise this solves the top issue with the pathing. We still got 8 here, and that shouldn't disrupt the lattice structure that we need. So we'll start from the left side now, guys, and we're gonna put. It's not a big deal. This is part of the process. The other trouble actually is the things in front of these tiles in front of these caves are completely inaccessible, which limits us greatly, for sure. Because we need to be able to access the diagonal here, and we just can't. And I don't know what it is about these. I don't know what it is about these. We just can't put anything in front of this cave here. The game just will not allow us to do it, which is definitely causing us this distress at this point. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So according to this layout, we've got to be able to put a coop here so we can get this line going. And then this way we can enter this one, and we can either go down, or we can go up, and then we go down, or we can go up, and we can go down, and we can go up, right? So this is the structure. You can't, as soon as you start moving this top one, all this has to follow. It causes a very large reverberating issue. All right. I believe this has to do with us doing save surgery, genuinely. Hang on. Mantis, you say... Layout doesn't have it right in front of there. There is a gap. Maybe remove the... You can walk through that. Be more descriptive. You're talking about over here? We need this strip to be 2 higher as well, and we just can't have that. By the cave, yes. Notice, Mantis, there is a 3x5 blockage going on here. This could be save surgery causing this issue. I'm not sure. How you doing, Mo? Welcome. How are you? We're doing some brain stuff right now. It'd be a shame if someone were to fart. That's great. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. This is a little bit of brain surgery. It certainly feels like it. Okay. Well, what we're gonna have to do is improvise a little bit. I can probably just undo everything we've done here, moving all this, and just reload the day to get us set with the old layout for now. But make use of what we've got here. Ate a lot of beans. Beans. They're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you... Let's see. Why are you jealous of me? Okay. Let's just see what we can do here. Let's mess around with it, guys. Let's mess around with it. Let's just say screw it. We'll give up those two tiles there we can't start with, right? We still have this silo here. I don't really want it right there. I'd like to have it there.
I have been drinking dewdrops found on the forest leaves, and I have been eating mushrooms and moss. Mostly mushrooms. I am starting to hallucinate. I fear I am going mad.
A thought arises. Why don't we just start over here as far as we can go and just begin another structure? We may yet be able to build upon this, although because we can't fit an extra one here, is it worth it to offset them all? Okay, it might have to do with your mods. Okay. I am using SMAPI. It might be a mod you're using, but regardless, is not placeable, apparently. It's okay. Let's make the best we can out of it, because the idea you had here, the idea you had with using this for 5 extra coops and then displacing the greenhouse down here is fantastic. This structure down here also added coops. So we can just move the whole structure down too. It should still work out. We're gonna see. It's gonna be more than 179, which is what I think I had. A variable of 1 to 5 coops won't affect the bottom line too much in the long run, considering the sheer scale of the capitalist chicken conglomeration. Love that alliteration. Yeah, I agree, and I'm not too worried about it. I am very competitive when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I don't like to not have the best. But it's mostly just a perfectionist thing. So we don't need to kill ourselves over it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the best we can. Right? Nobody can fault us if we just do the best we can. So let's do that. And let's not kill ourselves over a few coops. 196, 190, whatever we end up with, it's gonna be more than any sane, reasonable person would ever do. We're just gonna offset this one like that. Oh, we can't. Okay. I wonder if Concerned Ape. How are you gonna turn all the cheese, all that to cheese and mayonnaise? I'm not gonna make mayonnaise. I'm just gonna sell this stuff. Danny, welcome. What are you late? You late to the show? This isn't accessible currently. We can't move it over one. Do we move the whole line over to accommodate one of them? Certainly can. How are we this evening? We're great. We are just trying to test a new design. Mantis brought up some inefficiencies after testing, and she gave us a new layout. Now, unfortunately, whether it's a glitch or one other thing, we can't exactly make it perfectly. Oh, left my ring in the bathroom. Just realized. You only need like 800 earth crystals. Easy. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're definitely not doing that. Yeah, that could be it, Mantis. The Anything Anywhere mod might be doing it. Let's do this. No, let's not do that. Let's move you up one. Then keep the whole structure in line. I think that makes the most sense. Just straight line it. So this is still accessible. And then all these other ones are still accessible as long as we offset the next row by 1 on the x-axis. Remember, we can't put this here. Those lightning rods are meant to cover what's a bush, so even if we moved those, we could not put them there. Alright. Alright, so these all become accessible through this one. It's not worth making the mayo. The idea, guys, is we're gonna roughly be pulling 6 million G per day just by selling the eggs themselves if the chickens are at their highest happiness. So I don't expect it to be necessary for us to process the eggs themselves. We'll literally just be let's move this silo. We'll literally just be using my brain to think of words as I'm doing stuff. Okay, we could put 2 there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do that. That might work. Guys, we're cooking. Guys, we are totally cooking. Hang on. We're like braining the hell out of this. $28 crystallariums. He had 800 in a month. I have like 400 crystallariums, so that wouldn't be a bottleneck at all. I'm just not going to do it because it requires me to actually access all of them. The beauty of the auto grabbers, and I can put more than one auto grabber in these coops, and I very well might. In fact, I don't know why I haven't been this whole time. I could put like 6 auto grabbers in these coops and then just sleep perpetually and then come and get all of my money. You have to love the cooperation here. Her. Wow. 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 Stellar comedy. Oh. Okay, so these are all accessible. I mean, 40 what? 40 what? I have 400 crystallariums. In case you didn't hear me. this here. Put it up there for now. Oh, wait. Let's put this somewhere out of the way. That right there for now. Alright, so yeah, this is already looking like it'll house more coops. I just had to change some figures. But I think we're cooking. I think we're cooking, guys. Alright, so that streak ends there. And then... no. No, Euclid. I don't think I have hit 1 trillion. I think 1 trillion would be 1,000 billion, which would be 1,000,000 million. And in this world alone, even with all the progress I put in, I've only made like 550 million. Which is barely even a billion. I would need to do that 2,000 more times to hit 1 trillion, and I'm not going to do that. But with this method, you want a quick calc? Hang on, I'll give you a quick calc. With this method at 6 million G per day, it would take me, how long to hit 1 billion? Divided by 6. 166.67 days, and then just multiply that by 1,000. So it would take me, just a quick 16,667 days to get 1 trillion G with this method, which amounts to roughly 1,600 in-game years. To quantify it for you. That would be a heckin' lot. That would be a heckin' lot. We could probably put 4 coops here and then break it down. Oh, fucking Robin getting in my way. Oh, it doesn't matter. We can't put 4 coops there anyway, so maybe it's not advantageous to do that. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put 3 here. Alright. And, we'll put this silo over here for now. And that is a start. Seems too high. I took 166 to make 1 billion. That's 6 million G a day. It takes 167 days to make 1 billion. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Right? Yep, 167 days. 167 times 1,000. Because 1,000 billion is a trillion. So just add 3 zeros to the end of 167. You get 16,700. Okay. So this is our layout, guys. We're gonna just basically keep the structure as condensed as we can. So the layout isn't tamped down on. We don't even know how many we need, but there's one thing we know: we gotta keep building coops. So there's no point in us sitting here yapping about it for another 6 million years. Let's actually do it. Glitches to get 1 trillion would not be cool.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
The integer limit being over 2 billion, it's inconsequential because we can just store the money in chests. So you don't necessarily need to keep the money in your wallet. All you need to do is store it in chests, and then you can go spend your 2.1 billion and then you know, go sell more eggs wherever you can sell eggs in the same day. Someone should do a challenge of how much money can I spend in Stardew Valley, like, in a single day.
Greg's Rames are subscribed on YouTube.
What was his name? I missed it. Thank you, whoever subbed. Greg? Greg? I heard Greg. Thank you for subbing, Greg. Appreciate that. Appreciate you subbing on YouTube. Yeah, it'll roll over. See, like, your max funds will never be able to keep track of a trillion. When are kegs unlocked? Is it locked behind farming levels? Yes, I think it's farming level 6. You want to gamble? You want to gabble? There's really nothing to gabble on right now, guys. If we get a 12.5% luck day, I will go to the Golden Animal Cracker grinding house. I'll go to the Grap house. Farming 8? Okay. Yeah, farming 8. I need wood. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? The goal is to make like 700 golden clocks. Fit as many golden clocks on the beach farm as possible. That's what we're going to spend all the money on. I've already calculated that with the amount of coops we have, we can just sleep for as long as it would take for all of the auto grabbers to fill up. As long as we keep feeding hay to the silo, then it's going to fill up. What are you talking about? Standard farm layout? Oh man, oak resin, but for kegs, but you can't. I guess you could keg forageables from around the map, at the very least. Or you could just use the oak resin to make deluxe retaining soil, or deluxe fertilizer, deluxe speed grow. But one of those things you put in the ground. Come on, Robin. Move your ass. Oh, shit. Nope, you're not getting away from me. Alright, so we can't put one here, we can't put one there. We can put one here. I appreciate the chair trick that sped her up a little bit. Put giant chests near the silos and fill it with hay. The idea is going to be to... let's move this one because it's annoying me where it is. The idea is going to be to... I think the best thing to do would be to sleep in one of the coops directly next to the hay feeder, the hay hopper in one of the coops. And I will basically fill the coop up to the brim as much as I can, as many chests as I can reasonably fit into it, large chests, and just fill them all with hay. And then that way I'll only have to probably make a few pit stops to Marnie along the way. Or I can do this to multiple coops, and then when one coop's chests are empty, I can go to another one's and fill it with hay. I need to calculate. I'm going to calculate because the predicted revenue is fixed because we have such a large number of coops. We'll be able to tell exactly how many days it'll take to get the number that I want to afford all the golden clocks that I want. And I'll be able to tell exactly how much hay I need because I'll know how many days. And I'll overshoot it a little bit, but depending on how much hay I need, it'll really only be about 2,000 and change per day. I should be able to just fill up chests, and hopefully one coop's interior is enough to make it all work out. Guys, it just occurred to me that I really could double the potential storage that these coops can hold on to within a second auto grabber. It might be worth it. So I'm putting 2 auto grabbers in every single one of these coops. And that's just going to be what I do. Let's go buy some from Marnie, and then I'll do that. That should be enough auto grabbers. Just casually buying 200 auto grabbers. I love being rich. Early on, I'm going to spend a bunch of money on buying hay, yes, but revenue-wise, it's just the cost of revenue at that point, so it's not even doesn't even really matter. Also, speaking of, I really want to empty these out because these are full. I'm gonna grab a full stack of the regular ones and throw away these. So, reason being, they're just gonna clog up the storage if I let these just kind of continue to fester in here. So I'll keep 2 stacks because we're gonna need eventually. I guess I'll keep a gold stack too. I'm just gonna get rid of all the silver ones. You can get golden eggs? Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Yeah. Yep. It's like the whole thing we've been doing. Okay, this should be enough eggs that I don't have to really hold on to anymore. I don't know why the word filthy gets auto-modded. It's very strange. I thought we waitlisted the word filthy. All right, guys. We added filth, not filthy. There should be a I think it's like / question mark or something, so anything after whatever, doesn't matter. All right. Well, let's see if this works. So we're gonna go into this one. We're gonna go into this one. And we're just gonna double auto grabber all of these. Does this one still work? Yeah, you did italicize it. Nice. Funny, it came over on my chat log here. Not only was it italicized, but it was actually the color of your name. Not sure if that's something you were going for. Apparently, putting spaces between each letter does not work. Thanks for testing that, Mo. Why am I gray? I don't know. /me does that. I did not know that. Okay, let's... This is relatively maneuverable. Okay, let's do this. Let's make sure these are all getting there. Double auto grabbers as well. Oh, shit. Put that there. Keep these up here. Guys, my leg fell asleep. What do I do? Actually, genuinely don't even really care. Because we're putting in the second auto grabber, so in essence, we're just doubling the capacity of these coops. So this will give us literally twice as long that we can just sit around and not do anything. And they'll just fill up these secondary inventories. I've already calculated that we really... why is there a heater where I was expecting there to be an auto grabber? That's not right. And also, we don't... Do we... Oh my god, do I need a heater in all of these guys? Hang on. Oh man, did I forget? Do these all need heaters? These all need heaters, don't they? Okay, I gotta go buy a bunch of heaters. Technically, no. I think you guys said something. Does it affect the mood? It's gonna affect the mood, because I'm not gonna actually pet any of them. I'm making sure they're all fed. Oh man, we answered this question before and I can't remember. Wilthy? Better safe than sorry on this one, I'm gonna say. Let's just go ahead and put them in there. I think, let me look at my log. Save me some trouble. What a massive log I've got. Let's see here. What does my massive log say? Mood 0 to 255. Eating grass sets to 255. Auto petter daily bonus is 32. Winter heater plus 4 to 9 mood every 10 minutes past 6 p.m. if player is awake. The only thing that negatively affects mood is animal not petted, animal not fed, animal slept outside, animal outside in winter, animal outside past 7 p.m. This is directly from the wiki. So if I'm trusting past me, the heaters don't matter, and we're not going to worry about it. We're not gonna worry about the heaters. I don't care. I don't care about... Fuck them cocks! I guess they're not really cocks because they lay eggs. But anyway. If autopetter didn't exist, this would not... Yeah, wouldn't work. Benton! My massive log. Thanks for your 30 consecutive streams. Thanks for sharing your streak. Let all the newbies know who the real ones are. If you got a 30 stream streak, share it. Wear it proudly. The heaters apparently will increase animal mood in winter past 6 p.m. every 10 minutes. It's an easy way to max out their mood, honestly, if that's what you're looking to do. But for our purposes, we don't need that because we're never gonna let them out. So as long as they're not outside, their mood's never really going to change for the negative, so we should be fine. It does do something. It annoys me that your count isn't perfect either. Because I thought we were all done. I scripted around your count. It's fine. I just got to change a few numbers. I literally just have to change a few numbers. The narrative is not really affected much. I don't even know what to put in the counters because, like, we don't know how many we have. So I'm just going to leave the counters as 182, and whatever we get above 182 will be fine. What do we see in here? I meant my stream count, you bum. I was talking about your imperfect layout, you bum. My stream streak is 29. Can I be a part of the club? Okay, I guess. I do like you, Orb. So yeah, you can be part of the club. Oh shit! Guys, I can't do that. I cannot accidentally open up those. That would not be good. Would not be ideal. Got a huge 3 going on. I'd say that's pretty impressive too. Kelp, you're one of the rising stars. Very engaged. Very engaged. I Actually, it probably makes the most sense for me to... Yeah, you know what? It makes the most sense for me to do it differently. Oh, the reason we're adding the second auto grabber is quite simple. This should make my life incredibly easy in terms of actually having to grab stuff. Because this is going to be a frickin' mess. Alright, we're going to do it this way. Very difficult to keep track. I'm going to have to pay attention when I'm doing this. So these are all done. Yep, this will be the way we go. Guys, Mo's gonna crash his game. Bo doesn't realize he's gonna crash his game. He's gonna absolutely crash his game. Your game will crash if you try to sell too much at once. Just a heads up. Did I do these ones? Yes, I did. Your device is potato working on 20 FPS. You're gonna really destroy it when you do that. Oh. Ooh. It's a good thing I checked this one. It's a good thing I'm checking these now, because it looks like I missed an auto petter at one point. Very good, we're doing a little auto grabber audit. Auto petting and auto grabbing, it's just now occurring to me how lewd that could be taken out of context. Anyway. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, it's a full-time job placing these grabbers, guys. Full-time job. I am back. My dad and I got to talking about Bo Burnham inside, and it took way longer than you expected. Yeah. Mr. Burnham. I only know some Bo. Fun facts: auto grabbing and auto petting are arguments that do not hold up in court. He's never seen it, he has to watch it, you have to rectify. You gotta put him on. I just realized that my I had a sequence of background music just auto-playing this whole time, guys. Nobody noticed, so we've just been listening to the same 4 tracks on a cycle. Good work, chat. Really paying attention. Shift, can I share a link here? Yeah, do that. I don't want Automod to grab your link. I don't think it will. I also don't want to set the precedent that links are okay. We should test something, guys. We should destroy a coop. Bear with me here. We should destroy a coop that has an auto grabber with eggs in it and see if it gives me, when we destroy it, the same way that we saw those chests for the cabins we destroyed, if it drops a chest with the eggs that we did not collect. Does anybody have any backup on this? You bet everything is going to be gone? I imagine the auto petters would be gone. I imagine the auto grabbers themselves would be gone. But I wonder if the eggs would be deposited in a chest where the coop lies. We can test it here. You owe me points if it's all gone. I could probably give you some points. Yeah, no, go ahead, test it. If anybody has a coop in their world right now and they want to just like delete a coop and see, like put an auto grabber in it, and then just like, you know, just start a new day, go delete it, see if it drops a chest. Do some philanthropy for the poor shiftesque community. Charitably donate your time, please. I implore you. And then if it doesn't drop a chest with the stuff, then I have my answer, and I will not use that as a method. I'm just trying to think of the easiest and fastest way to acquire everything. And it has occurred to me that that may be an option, but I don't know for sure. Oh. Dr. Mantis Fox will probably be right. I'm certain. But this is a question that Dr. Mantis Fox has not tested herself. Otherwise, she would have had the answer right away. Okay. Have you tested it yourself? I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, shit. Definitely gonna pass out. Definitely gonna pass out. Alright, there's these 2 rows I think I have to fill in still. Oh god. Oh man. keep on keeping on, guys. Got a few more of these to place. And then we'll just fast sleep. Doing a lot of fast sleeping. Probably could have saved myself a little bit of walking with a mini obelisk. Still probably could. The good news of this testing that I'm requesting is that if you delete a coop and it doesn't drop anything, you can just like hard exit your game, and then it, you know, you'll be fine. Just exit to main menu and it won't even save. You'll be fine. Don't even trip, dog. Alrighty, I think that's everything extra auto-grabbed now. Alright, I will keep twice as many auto-petters in my inventory. This way I'll be able to keep track of what I got. We're gonna brazenly update the counters. We're gonna put 190 is what I think we'll get in terms of coops. We have hit 100 coops now. We have officially built 100 coops. So we got 90 to go, and then 12 times 190, 2280 is what we need in terms of golden animal crackers. And then we'll put 190 out of 190 for the auto petters. All right, and that should keep us honest. Man, Shane really hates me. Wow, I've been a horrible husband. Oh my goodness. He's never gonna ask me to adopt a baby. Anyone want to bet the pineapple house smells awesome on the inside? I haven't watered any of these pineapples in ages. So I mean, I know they've got the deluxe retaining soil, but I don't think that's how that works. They might all be rotten by now. Who knows? Dried pineapple, yum. More like rotten, moldy pineapple, but yeah. Give me few. Be a shittier person so I can make fun of you. Nope. How much void essence do you need for the challenge, or for the 999 challenge? What is it going?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, this is embarrassing. I'm so sorry. It's been like 500 years.
Is it because you need 999 of the void pendants that each cost 200 apiece? Oh my god. So you need 200 full stacks of void essence. What's the best way to even grind that? I was hoping for the this guy stinks, but close enough. I should make that just an accessible option. Ah, Krobus sells the void essence? I mean, does he sell it in, like, large quantities, or... Oh. Can Interesting. Okay, I guess I should start a new line of these. I could have put... Oh, man, I could have put a... okay. Hang on, let's move it right now.
Oh, yeah.
How are we gonna play the same one twice in a row?
I'm so sorry. It's been like 500 years.
That never happens. No, it's because someone played the random sound effects, pulled it from there, and then played the random fart sound effects and pulled it from there. That's how it repeated.
Oh, I got the hit in the balls with the train cinder block.
Oh, I got to... I think that'll work. I think that'll work. I think that'll be cute. Alright, let's put this up here. Up here. I might be able to squeeze in 5 coops here. 1, 2, 3. Can I get 3? I don't know if I can get 3 tiles there. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm tripping. I'm tripping, dog. Question, Mantis. Is there a way to track infested floors in Skull Caverns? Predictors don't seem to show it. You just gotta get lucky and find them. Rain days in summer correlate to infested floors? That is such a strange thing to have found. Pretty cool, though. We're gonna experiment with these 4 here. I think I can fit more there. I can definitely fit 1 more right there. Me sobbing over a poem, shift, hee hee, burp, and now I'm laughing and crying. Thanks so much. That's what it feels like to be Mrs. Shift. First you're feeling girly, hormoning around, and suddenly this abrasive, coarse, fart-smelling guy rolls up and just releases gas from one of his orifices, chuckling to himself, knowing that there isn't a problem in the world that he cares more about than eating pizza. Did you say moaning around? I said hormoning around. She says, yeah, yeah. Pour one out for the homie. Poor Mrs. Shift. Mrs. Shift made a fucking delicious chocolate cake last night, guys. I shit you not. Stream ended last night. I went down to go and get some water. And oh my goodness. Oh wait, I wasn't going to get water. You know what? She actually came up to get me and said, hey, I got a surprise for you. And I was like, oh boy, I love surprises. I wondered what kind of surprise it could be, you know? Usually that means she made something, but I had no idea she was going to make a chocolate cake. And guess what she put in that chocolate cake, guys? This wasn't just any chocolate cake. She somehow got zucchini in there. So definitely does not mean the chocolate cake is healthy, but, you know, bonus fiber points, I guess. So got to give her props on that one. And it came out delicious. Did you bring enough for the class? No, it's all mine. It's all mine. Sorry, I don't share. Not share. She's mine. I mean, sure, it made it healthier objectively, but it does not mean that I know what she does to make that frosting tasty. There is an unhealthy amount of sugar in that frosting, and that's fine. That's fine. He's the one who's hormoning around. What do you mean? Guys, I gotta watch my figure. Alrighty, Danny. Guys, listen, Danny's always watching, even when he's not around. Hate to be a DL top and come and go. I don't know what DL stands for in that context, and I'm afraid to ask. But yeah, thanks for showing up. Down low. Oh, okay, I see. I thought there was gonna be something incredibly heinous and or derogatory.
M00ND0G702 says, the only hormones around here came from your mom's room last night.
Oh, shut up. Oh, right, just shut up.
Hey, don't talk about my mom, man. That's my mom, all right? A mama's boy.
Love my mom. She would not associate herself with any of you guys. The audacity. So does Fred. Oh, shut up. That's funny. Okay, no, that's actually funny. Game, respect game. Alright guys, time for us to science a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, so that's as far left as I can go. Okay, so I can't place that there. So no matter how hard I try, I can't fit a row of 5 here. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. All right. That's fine. We'll keep them in a line then to make it easy. And then we'll build another row going across this way. I guess I'm actively in the process of trying to replicate as much of your layout as I can. Without even actually looking at next to it, because my thought is like if I can't put just one coop in a spot, it automatically like reverberates through the whole layout. But it's looking good. I mean, this is a great sequence right here. Just being able to go straight down So I access this one. I can get these 2 rows from this entry here, and then this entry gets me to like the entire thing. And that keeps it really simple, honestly. That keeps it very simple, which is the best case scenario. You know, because as soon as you start getting cute just to add like 1 or 2 coops and destroying the flow of the whole thing, it just isn't worth it. The chicken coops of money and greed, yes. Man, I can't believe I let my relationship get so bad with Shane. I'm just like a horrible person. Just a terrible, terrible husband. First, I abandoned 112 of our children. Then I don't talk to him for months because I'm too busy maniacally fixating on anything and everything that has to do with making money. Yeah, going from the bottom portion to the top is rough. I'm trying to make it maneuverable because I'll take maneuverability over like 100% optimization. Obviously, the goal is to hit the limit, so we'll do the best we can. We have managed to keep everything vanilla to this point and keeping it in good faith with the whole bush fiasco, but yeah. The best part about this farm, yes, these tiles over here on the edges, you can't place buildings, but you can certainly walk on them. Doing my best Jeebus impression. Save me, Jeebus! I can spare myself a walk. Just put a mini obelisk right there for now. We'll inevitably move over it, but for now it'll help us a little bit. Poor guy is depressed again. Who, me? No. Shane. Oh, Shane. Yeah, Shane's depressed. Yeah, not me. Shane is, though. Poor little guy. He sees what I've become. I'm not the same man he fell in love with. Well, I was always kind of a robber baron, capitalist obsessed kind of guy, but he didn't know that. I really did game him. I broke his heart. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely wiping his mind. He's not gonna remember any of this. I'm gonna like Men in Black him. Dude's gonna go back to just being an alcoholic without a husband. I mean, he's still an alcoholic, so I mean, just a married one. Money is the root of all evil. Tragic. Hope he keeps his blue chickens. He can have whatever he wants. He's not getting a cent of my money when this is all said and done. It's me money! Wow, Shane needs a lawyer. I can just pay for all the lawyers to not represent him. The ultimate divorce tactic for wealthy men. Call up all the divorce lawyers for consultations before your soon-to-be ex-wife can talk to them and they won't be able to take her case. There's a tip if you guys ever want to get divorced. I don't need that tip. A very healthy relationship. What do you hope gets fixed? And like 3 therapists. I don't care what he says to the therapist. I think being married makes him think that he like made it far, so it's okay for him to go back to his ways. Orb, that's a dangerous game you're playing. Don't flirt with the 999 challenge. It'll consume your life. You might end up like Mantis. Your brain absolutely overflowing with esoteric knowledge that you can't use anywhere but in obscure streamers' streams. Oh no, kelp. Kelp, no, not another one. Kelp, no! Oh, that's funny. I don't care who you are, that's funny right there. Oh, he loves me again. Oh, yes. Time for us to adopt more unsuspecting orphans. I've decided that I'm gonna do it. That's or 999 of every item. Are you insane or just a glutton for punishment? That is disgusting. It is fun though, says Avian. When you hit that level of skill, you can't just like consume regular Stardew content because nothing is impressive to you anymore. Even stuff like what I'm doing becomes kind of like a, oh, well, you know, with enough effort, I probably figure that out. Yeah, sweet gem berries, definitely. Those are probably an easy thing to get 999 of, though. You just gotta plant them. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, I figure, Mantis, that's why you like our stream so much, is because we do look at the game with a little bit more of a zoomed out perspective than most. The orphanage has to be suspicious by now. I honestly don't think they care. It's like Cartman when he had the the cargo for the stem cells episode that he was trying to unload. Yeah, so I've got about 100 orphans here, parentless orphans. Yeah, I'm looking to unload them off on Shifty. Shifty, come on. You're breaking my balls. Nope, nope. I don't like that price. No, come on, come on. We can do better than that. You're breaking my balls. Breaking my balls. So it's an American orphanage. Jaw-dropping. Love it. For-profit orphanages. Who would have thought? Someone told me this. The seed maker, if you seed make seeds, I think you on average, get 1.5 for every seed you put in. Is that true? Is that close? Or is it 2.1? Those are the two numbers that are in my head that my tism is remembering. It's not me remembering it, it's just the place in my head where I store information all messily. Specifically numerical figures. Roughly, yes, 1.5. Okay. That's what I thought. Someone clowned on me in my first 100% movie. They were like, why'd you seed maker your... And it might have been one of you guys, honestly. Why'd you seed maker your starfruit seeds when you could have just sold them and bought more? And then you wouldn't have had to go through the trouble of seeding them. And I thought about it. I was like, why didn't I do that? You can get more than one of each legend fish, but you have to make use of a glitch. Each legendary fish, including the legend, but not limited to. It's not a glitch? Hang on, guys, 1 second. Ugh! I didn't have my ring on this whole time. I left it in the bathroom when I went to take a shower, and I like to fidget with it. I fidget with my wedding band. No. Don't give it up for chair. I'm here. Shift! Yeah, Shift! Come on, guys. Shift's here, yeah! Oh, we love Shift, yeah! Boo, Shift, boo. That's my wife. Oh. Where did it all go wrong? I'm sorry about the monkey on your back chair. Just gonna whisper in Shane's ear. Hey, I got a pizza in my pocket for you, big guy. Give him a little hug and then go back to sleep. You can get into the fishing game if you hit the fish pond at the specific spot. And it will fish up a fish. Works for any fish. We've been trying to reach you about your car's Shane. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. It's like a Black Mirror episode. The man doesn't even drive. He's a public transit king. I'm glad he doesn't drive, considering how much alcohol I'm aware he consumes. I don't even have a car, Shift. Why are you doing this to me? We've been married for 40 years. When'd you suddenly get all weird? I've always been weird. I've always been weird. Begging, crying, whimpering. Like obsession. That girl acted her heart out for that movie. It's why I love him. I like my men like I like my yokes broken. How do you guys like your eggs, genuinely? I'm a runny yolk kind of guy. I like them runny. Barely cooked. Barely cooked. I like a nice soft boiled egg. Scrambled? Interesting. I like scrambled too from time to time. I don't eat eggs. Well, see, that sucks because eggs are great. Eggs are quite healthy. Sunny side up, firm white on toast. Ooh, now you're talking about a little bit of butter on that toast, I hope. A little bit of butter on that toast. Don't sell yourself short. You deserve the butter. Poached. Ooh, ball knower. I like a good poached egg. I like egg. I like them poached. I do. I like soft boiled or poached. Anything that I can really get the runny, barely cooked yolk into my mouth. Just love me that runny yolk in my mouth.
Nice little bit of runny yolk running down my throat. All salty and savory. Mmm.
Cholula, ooh. I do like a little hot sauce on them. They're full of cholesterol, I'm out. No, nonsense. Is it because you like the creaminess of it? Yes. I just like the way it tastes. Like, no erotic undertone to it. I just really like the way runny yolk tastes. I don't like them when they're too cooked because they get rubbery easily. Ref getter. They say eggs have a lot of cholesterol in them, but I don't know. I mean, oh man, I wish Danny were here. Danny could comment on this. Is it? Hang on, Danny's not here, so I can do this. Hang on, guys. We gotta pause the music for.
Medical advice with Shift.
Now I have no expert opinion on this, but I believe that having eggs in moderate quantities is good for you because they are high in nearly every vitamin and mineral that your body needs, especially selenium, which is important for men, specifically for hormone production, and women as well. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you shouldn't eat eggs all the time, every morning,
Peter,
for example.
This is for the win.
Oh,
Say
you're going to play a sound effect during
what?
my advice.
Wow. Okay. This really separates the men from the boys.
Peter, just say what?
Yeah, Lois. This is not a race.
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man. Okay, I want to say
Muffin Man.
who.
Muffin Man. The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Fantastic Four. Steak. Small amount of peas. Is it what?
That's right! You win, Peter! You did it!
I don't know why I keep that one on. I don't know why I keep that one on for you guys. As I was saying, all right. As I was saying, if you eat like 2 eggs a day, or even if you have them like only twice or 3 times a week and you eat like 3.
It's a Leopleurodon, Charlie. Magical Leopleurodon. It's gonna guide our way to Candy Mountain.
I don't believe that you will experience negative side effects. If anything, it'll be good for you because they're full of healthy fat. Cholesterol is good for your brain. It's just a matter of your activity that you balance with it. So obviously cholesterol will build up in your arteries and cause high blood pressure if you are not active. However, if you are active and you eat eggs, the cholesterol is good for your brain. So I'll leave it at that. The Muffin Man! Yeah. Small amount of peas. Steak. I don't know. Let me know if I'm off base on that, guys. I don't know, does anybody have any conflicting information regarding that? I believe studies have come out that say that the whole eggs cause high cholesterol studies were not perfect, and they've since found other results, but I could just be coping because I really fucking like eggs. Oh, thank you, Moondog. I do appreciate your opinion. You seem like a very well-versed medical, I wouldn't say professional, but you seem to know your stuff when it comes to medicine and health. Girl, I gave up eggs for Lent and never looked back. What about milk, though? I just like scrambled eggs. I don't know. No, scrambled eggs are good. I like scrambled eggs. A little bit of hot sauce. Or ketchup. Definitely some salt. Pretty sure they kiboshed the thing about eggs being bad with science. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't think it's possible to get more than 1 level of the same stat in 1 day? Mo, have I got news for you. If you were to go and watch Blade's maxing combat in 1 day video, you would be very surprised very quickly. For Lent, I gave up. That's funny. That's a good one-liner. Yeah, everybody, Lent's coming up. Everybody's talking about what they gave up. Well, for Lent, I gave up. It's a pretty long one-liner. In fact, I would argue that was a 2-liner, but, you know. Gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet, am I right? Because we were talking about eggs. Ah, scrambled eggs with sour cream and cheddar cheese? Yes! Yes! The record for full mastery is Spring 17, Year 1. That's completing everything. Who did that? Because I thought that Habu did Spring 16, Year 1 with the set seed and legacy randomization. But it took him until like Spring 23 to get max mastery just doing Skull Cavern dives the whole time. So Habu did revisit it. Girl, fuck you and your egg jokes. God damn. Said that with some anger in your heart. What did eggs ever do to you? What did my egg jokes ever do to you? All this egg talk and I'm out of eggs. Aww. Guys, I made ramen eggs this weekend. Oh my god. Oh my god. These ramen eggs, Haley. Oh my god. These ramen eggs. Oh my god. Basically what you do is you soft boil an egg, right? 6.5 minutes of boiling water. Ice bath. That's it. That's how you get the perfect soft boiled egg. I don't want to hear anybody else say it. All right? Then crack that baby open. Make sure you don't break it. Take that nice soft boiled egg. Plop it in a container, a jar, whatever you got, shallow. You're going to put 1 part soy sauce. Well, actually 2 parts soy sauce, 1 part rice vinegar, and a tablespoon of sugar. So whisk that bad boy up. Drop your eggs in there, right? Put a little paper towel on top so you get that water seal, right? Cover it up, do whatever you want, I don't care. Wait 6 to 8 hours. Don't wait longer, because your whites will get rubbery. And not long enough, and I gotta be real with you, it might not come out as flavorful. But the way that mix blends and permeates that egg white and makes that yolk all jammy and delicious. Big ramen eggs guy. Did you see the one video of the guy cooking up the most exquisite ramen and at the end he cracks a moldy egg into it? I've never been so upset for a person. Oh. 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 Agony. I would cry. I've never actually made or had egg drop soup. I would love to have it, though. Mrs. Schiff makes great deviled eggs, but she doesn't like to make them for me because she doesn't like to make them in general. Made 200 deviled eggs? I really hope you were sharing. Otherwise, I feel so bad for anybody who had to share a small, confined space with you in the afternoon following your consumption of those 200 eggs. Yeah, you can smell an egg that's that bad before even cracking it. So yeah, that's pretty heinous. Most eggs I've eaten at once is probably 6. I gotta be real with you guys. I ate like 6 eggs the other day in one sitting. They were all ramen eggs. I could probably eat a dozen eggs in one sitting. I think most I've done is 6 to 8. I was making like 4 egg omelets regularly every day for a while when I was working out heavy, like 2 years ago. And I washed it down with a peanut butter sandwich and milk. Doctors hate me. Yeah, I would hope the 200 deviled eggs were for an event, though. Hey, do you want to eat a dozen eggs? No? How about a dozen deviled eggs? Absolutely. Yeah, real. A dozen ramen eggs? Yeah, me too. What is this ladder rainbow trick? That caught my eye and I wanted to ask about it. Is that something Habu does? I think I may have inadvertently intuitively learned that, Mantis. I think I shared it in the Excel spreadsheets. If you go to the spreadsheets section of Discord, I may have actually made a template for that very thing you're talking about, and then I color coded it because I am a nerd and I was doing clay grinding for the first time, and I was like, there's a pattern to this, and I wanted to see how much clay I could get in a single day. And my mechanics are not as good as Habu's, so I'm certain that it's not perfect. But I was able to get a layout that was like 390 clay in a single day on day 1 with that, and that was using the seed that he created the spring 16th mastery video that he did. You may want to check it out. I think it's still there. Should still be there. Someone should make a video about it. Gosh darn it. Mantis, I can't accept that there are things you don't know about in Stardew Valley, and the only explanation is that other people know how it works and aren't willing or able to create a video that clearly explains it. And that irks me. Really grinds my gears. Benton, the stick of butter thing is absolutely true as well. And yes, Mrs. Schiff does make a pound cake that includes 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese and 3 sticks of butter, and it is, without a doubt, one of the best cakes I ever have consumed. I love when she makes it, although my waistline definitely expands the weeks that she makes it. It's become an event cake. Go ahead. No. Preach, Mantis. Preach. One thing I love about you, Mantis, is that you give information that others don't have. You're the expert willing to elevate prospects, right? And how many times have I banged this drum? How many times have I banged this drum since I started streaming? I love banging this drum. All right, Mantis says, honestly, sometimes asking for help in those discords, the Do Crew Discord specifically, I'm sure, or any of the other niche ones that these creators have, is a pain in the butt because they'll ignore you and they won't want to give you the information. It gets bogarted. They're lazy, but really, they want to feel like they know something that you don't know, and that's problematic in my opinion. So if there's one thing that I'm always going to do, if I'm really going to be a Stardew YouTuber, is if I'm going to find something out for the community, I'm going to put that bitch in the most detailed explanation I can possibly make. I'm going to make it entertaining too while I'm at it, because I want people to be better at this game, because this is a fun game. And the more people who are better at it, the cooler stuff's going to happen. Drives me nuts. Drives me up a fucking wall, man. But enough anger, enough rage. People who gatekeep information, Orb says, are some of the people I wish I could dropkick. Yes, real. Welcome to every MMO game. Yes, I've noticed. Most people are just very, very smart in there, so the answers you get sometimes go over your head. Well, my head anyway. No. Let's also discuss this. All right, let's discuss this. All right. The difference between savants and intelligent people is that savants know very obscure information and can understand things and package it in a way that they understand. Intelligent people know obscure information and can package it in a way that anybody can understand. That's always been one of my opinions. As far as, and this is something one last brain cell can agree to, is, and agree with, is it takes a smart person to learn stuff. It takes a really smart person to teach it, and one who's patient as well while they're at it. And perhaps it's not intellect so much as it is patience, as I'm here spitballing the explanation that I'm trying to convey, but you get the idea. "90% info hoarders who suck at the game, 10% pros who share info and are also the dominant players." Real. Look at Super Smash Bros. Melee, guys. You get it right then and there. I would bet 9 out of 10 major, like, top 100 players do not want to share some of the things they do to stay in the top 100. And then there's the people who actually want to elevate others and share the information. I could teach a third grader quantum physics without all the math. You probably could, and that's the beauty of it, is you have the patience and the understanding of the subject matter to convey information that helps take someone who would otherwise be beating 2 sticks together to understand the world and get them to a level of playing field that's pretty much par with an expert, and then they can build upon that. And that's how innovation happens from generation to generation in societies in general. You know, it's one thing to be smart, it's a whole other thing to be a teacher and a leader. There's something really noble about it. Not enough people value it. Be Keeping It Real had something auto-modded. Just FYI mods. I'm not sure what it was. Pound, weeks, cake. Probably pound and cake being in the same language, I would surmise. I'm blushing. I'm not. I am. It takes a real committed person to want to be a teacher. Especially in a world as advanced as ours, where a lot of the information is already at a level that it's never been at before in history, and you want to convey that information to people who are young with minds that can build upon it. And that's how you build humanity up. That's how innovation happens. Right? You take that point in the line of study and you put someone there so they don't have to climb that hill themselves. You just put them there and say, okay, now here's the principles of it all. Can you get us a little higher? And they do. It's incredible. So anyway, I don't know what this rainbow ladder method is, but I'm sure it's quite intuitive and easy to understand if explained in a simplified manner. Because at the end of the day, it's all just numbers. It's all just arithmetic, right? It's a pattern. And anybody who knows anything can recognize a pattern. I digress. I misread that and I will not repeat what I read. Pound cake sounds yummy. It would be like, okay, so dude, hear me out. What if stuff was made by smaller stuff? And the whole TED Talk would be like 6 hours of that. You could do it. Oversimplified science is still science, as long as the idea isn't buried. There are people who are better at memorizing patterns than others, but anybody with enough, anyone with enough commitment could memorize the first 50 digits of pi, for example. And I guarantee that the rainbow ladder trick is probably 100, if not 150 steps in a sequence that you have to remember. Maybe even 200. However many steps in the sequence you have to remember to get the same pattern over and over again. It's like memorizing the notes to a song, or memorizing the digits in pi, whatever. So all this speech is to say that I appreciate each and every one of you here. I love that we have a little group here that we can all share our insights and thoughts about Stardew Valley and better one another through that interaction. All right. I'm competitive. I am competitive at my heart, but I do want to see people succeed. And this is a single player game at the end of the day, so I want people to have fun in their own worlds for the most part. The multiplayer is not as invested for a lot of people. So if I know something, I'll be happy to explain it and talk about it. That's just how I am. The trick of teaching isn't actually giving them information, it's making them want to seek information themselves. Yeah. Yep. +1 like. Shift, except Mantis. Mantis sucks. No, there are moments where I want to be like, Mantis, stop backseat gaming me. But for the most part, yeah, it's all pretty much helpful and useful. And even when I do feel that way, I know that it's coming from a guiding background, so I never am mad about you sharing information. Because at the end of the day, I know you're just trying to help the challenge along, and that's really important to me. Like, don't just watch me make a mistake if you know that you have something that can help elevate the video and make it even more credible than it already would have been. No, that's okay. I read a forum before I started streaming about like stream etiquette, and one thing it said is don't backseat game. And in my mind, normally, like if it's a decision thing, like if I'm playing Minecraft and I want to build my house out of one block or the other, and someone's like, you gotta build it out of marble, not quartz, and I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up. But if it's something technical like what you've explained with the layouts, it's useful, especially to the overarching challenge, so I do appreciate it. 32 decimal places of pi will calculate the circumference of our entire observable universe. I did not know that. I did not know that. I love the pi reference. You only need 10 digits of pi to calculate the circumference of the Earth down to the millimeter. I had no idea about that. I didn't know how useful pi was. I mean, I knew it was incredibly useful. Does anybody know the history of that anyway? I mean, like, how was pi derived? And was it some guy named Pi who just, like, wanted to name it after himself? Or how did he come up with pi? Or is Pi just the Greek character that he did? In an oven. Wow. I should have a she's mantis. You never really know what she's gonna say next. I should have one for all of you. Dude was hungry. Sometimes you have to give information in order to engage them, though. Not many kids these days are cold, open, interested in topics. I think that's the truth. One thing that really clicked for me when I was learning math in school, I hated math until about 10th grade, and then I had a really pretty teacher teach it. It helped that she was pretty, but also she did explain it in a way that talked more about how the math would be useful to me than just blatantly explaining concepts for the sake of it, and getting to learn that I could use Pythagorean theorem to measure out cuts in carpentry, for example, or that I could use algebra to understand computer programs better, made me, at video games specifically, made me feel like, okay, now I have some kind of stake in learning how this stuff all works. And it actually was what originally kind of made me want to go into teaching and math in the first place. There's no marble in Minecraft? Yes, there is. Right? Isn't there marble? Maybe not marble. Isn't it like polished granite or andesite or diorite? Are basically supposed to mimic what marble would be? No marble, though. Got it. Doesn't matter. You understand the point. Oh, should I build my house out of dirt or netherrack? Whatever. To pick 2 blocks. Point is, if I want to build it out of netherrack and someone's rolling up and saying, you should build it out of dirt instead, it's better. That's kind of backseat gaming I don't want to see, ever. Oh, don't build out a netherrack, lol. Kidding, you do you. I'm never gonna build out of that. I'm just picking the first two blocks that came to mind, happen to be the most common ones in the game. The best internet dog of all time? I have no idea. I guess I don't know if I don't know. Okay, math history. Oh yes, has arrived. I am very evil. I love when you enter a room. You just know how to enter a room, oh yes. Alright, so Moondog says, the ratio of diameter to radius was wanted because they were looking for perfect ratios in early geometry. Makes sense. Oh, I see. So they were dissecting squares into circles. I see. and they were able to get it to a ratio of 22/7, and then Isaac Newton refined the process using his newly invented calculus to rapidly nail down the other numbers of pi. Isaac Newton really rolled up and was like, "Hey, what if we do something different with these numbers? Hey, look, I think I just figured out the rate of change. And all I really had to do was subtract from the exponent and multiply the..." I guess it's not really a constant. Is it the variable? God, it's been so long. Get me out of here. The Marbles of Jenna Marbles, and honestly the reason I even have a dog. Jenna Marbles, that's a name I've not heard in quite some time. Rip Dolly Parton. Yeah, Rip Dolly Parton, actually, genuinely. Mrs. Shift really likes Dolly Parton. We had to listen to one of her songs today while we were cleaning up after dinner. You meant circumference to diameter? I was gonna say radius to diameter, isn't that just 1 to 2? I was mostly just interested in the history of it, so I just let it go. Working 9 to 5. You still get confused where the numbers of pi come from. So the idea is that they're trying to tamp down on a constant that can be plugged in to as accurately as possible summarize the curvature of a circle, if that makes sense. Because normally when you're dealing with area of a square, you take the length of one side and multiply it by 2 because it's a square. Well, really, actually, the thing that makes it a square is right angles. So you multiply it by the length of one side and the length of the other. And you get the square feet, the square footage, the square measurement of it, the area. My cat may be fat, but he knows where he's at. Poetry. Somebody get this man an Emmy. Guys, we gotta go give Krobus a birthday gift. Bro, where is my wooden stone? Oh boy. This is why I love organizing things. Okay, here's my wood. How did they get to working out the 100th digit? Because by that point it's minuscule? I have no idea. I assume something to do with calculus. Mostly, I can't imagine they took the derivative of anything. That's just usually the most boiled down explanation I have for calculus. What do they do? They must have taken a derivative of something. Obviously, computers would help. But I don't even think they needed computers to do it. They were doing everything by paper. So it must have been a different... Also, how is it infinite? Well, it's basically... It has to be infinite. Oh, man. Brain's not working. Guys, this is what the quarry looks like, by the way. Any number is infinite? No, not true. Any number... Oh yeah. One more year, one more birthday gift for Krobus, and we'll be back on loving terms with him. We'll be back to loving our Krober. Macking on our Krober. Mo is cheating Stardew, aware. Please don't say slurs like calculus to me. I heard of some guy who spent his life calculating all these pi decimals, which are practically useless, by the way, and messed up halfway, so everything after was literally wrong. Oh, that's agony. Alright guys, we were pretty much autopilot building coops, but now we've reached a point where I want to just take a look at what would be the next idea here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. It won't ever let me put a coop there because the entrance will be blocked. It will let me put one here. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. This part is best to start from the beach side, yeah. I mean, this is straightforward enough. That's solved. My thoughts are just trying to look ahead here. You know what? Let's do it like this. This'll help. This'll help. Let's do it like this. So I'll take these 3 and just move them to conceptualize it. So if I have this here, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7, I can do that, right? And I can just offset this one like that so I can actually access all 7 in a straight line, and then I can carry these ones down in a straight line the whole way down without an issue. That's probably the most efficient way to do it, while maintaining this structure here. The only trouble is I can't get into this one. This might be a good place to put the warp obelisk. We'll see, because this is not walkable over in this corner. Shut up, mermaids. Could probably play around with this. I mean, could always just go and enter it through going through this way, so it's okay if it's blocked off. I think the best thing to do would be to build it right there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alrighty, one last brain cell. You have yourself a great night. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being a peach as always. It was a pleasure hanging out with you tonight. Oh no, a hydration reminder.
Mrs. Goddess Empress God Emperor Shift has issued a legally binding hydration order. Compliance is mandatory.
Yeah, listen to the Goddess Empress. Maybe selling about 200k smoked legend fish was not a good idea, you think? You think that wasn't a good idea? The system is cracked now. I can't earn any more money. That sucks. Did you save? One of these nights I will be a nectarine, and what then? I don't want to think about that. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? For now, you're a peach. Guys, I gotta take a piss. You guys want to talk to Chair for a little while? Gonna see what Chair's been up to. It was Joja run, so F it. That sucks, Mo. You just lost a whole world. I literally told you. It's okay. That's science. That's science. Science can be a cruel mistress.
Huh?
Science is a crazy broad sometimes. Alright, guys. Listen to the wonderful musings of Chair for a moment. Chair, take it away. I'll be right back.
Good news, everyone.
Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that.
All right, what was that loser talking about without me around? Is he doing another solo act?
M00ND0G702 says, "Hey Chair. You suck. I hope Shift eats a bunch of bean burritos and unleashes the foul winds of destruction on you. You spotlight stealing 2-timing piece of patio furniture."
Oh my god. That must be like
You don't see me running around looking for a bitch. I know where all of my bitches are, thank you very much. Bitch, where you at?
I'm out here getting your money.
That's what the hell I thought. Thank you, Grandma.
What an excellent continuation of that derogatory speech. Yeah. Yeah, Fred, I guess Fred and Chair have been having a falling out. Trying to keep the band together, though. Give it up for Dove number 113, guys. Dove number 113. I hope that chair doesn't kill us this time. Oh, wait, no, the chair won't. The chair won't kill us because I have the power of moving a pineapple out of my way to depend on now, which is great. Fred is a little not there. What do you mean? He's all there. All there, all the time, baby. That's coop number 117, by the way. It's been a while since I updated the number. Yeah, we're making some good progress on coop building as well. I do need a prismatic shard. A prismatic shart. Somewhere in all this mess of crap, I have like 700 prismatic shards. I just gotta find them. Here, have a pizza, Shane. Try not to think about the 113th child I'm about to abandon. I guess I could just place a statue of true perfection. Probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's keep it in the basement so Shane doesn't accidentally destroy it one day. Can your spouse destroy the stuff you place in your house, guys? Oh, here's one. Perfect. Thousands of hours. Imagine the funk coming off of that thing. Not in 1.6, thank God. That was a thing once? That sucks. A reason to never get married. They're always trying to give me hugs when I enter there. But I don't want to give them hugs. No orphan stabbing. No, no, no. Don't get excited. No orphan stabbing. We've had a... I am very interested in seeing how many coops we can fit at this point before I proceed with grinding more crackers, because we already overshot on auto petters and I put you guys through a whole stream that you did not need to sit through to get that to work. So I'm gonna try very hard to get all the coops built and placed before we grind out the golden animal crackers. Am I building all the coops today? No way. I don't know. I mean, another hour. I'm trying to get as many built as quickly as I can, while also not neglecting my poor husband. He's fine. I should update the dove count to 113 as well. I think by next stream we'll be done with the coops. We'll still have to upgrade them for sure, but at least we'll be done building the coops themselves, and we'll know exactly how many we're gonna have. Probably not this stream though. Shift needs to crack the crackers. Interesting opinion. Depending on how you take it. Mo, you should, when you grow up, you should get a PC and play Stardew for thousands of hours and stab your children. In the game, not in real life. Don't do that in real life. I don't endorse real-life children stabbing. Here at Shiftesque Industries, we do not endorse killing your children. Oh, man. When did you get so woke? Alright, let's get one thing clear here. If there's one thing I'm not, it's woke. Just because I don't condone killing children does not mean I'm woke. I'm gonna go ahead and not flex some muscle. You guys gotta stay humble, right? Even if you've got muscle to flex, it's important to stay humble. I don't know what you're referring to as dark, oh yes. Me having a stance against stabbing orphans? Bro ain't main character to hide his muscles. Look at my pit stains. That's how you know I try. Uh-huh. Clip the pit stains. Go ahead, do it. I don't know what bleach is. Just wear the same white shirts over and over again. Mrs. Schiff said, ew. I think it goes without saying, guys, that I've had this shirt for many years. I get them at work. It's terrible. No one is gonna miss them, just saying. Oh my god. You said shave, Unk? What do you mean shave? Why did they choose to make sweaty chefs wear white? If your chef ain't sweating, he ain't cooking. It was a way to tell whether your chef was worth a damn or not. How else do you season the food? Well, that's how you get it nice and salty. Ah, I see. You can tell you that your chef is hygienic. I see. I don't know. I have a chef outfit. I wore it for one of my movies. I literally played a chef in Project Zomboid for a whole movie. And it was easier to see him in the darkness because he was wearing white clothing. Go figure. Maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe it's so you never get snuck up on by a chef who's got hot food. Yeah, I roleplayed as a chef. What's funny about that? I don't get it. You guys don't like roleplaying? Trying to go a whole shift without lifting my arms is pretty hard. Is that what you do? Are you a chef, Kelp? Oh, I just picked like the dingiest white shirt I could find, mostly because I pretty much hit a point on the week where there's clothes that are clean, but they're sitting in the laundry basket unfolded, and I don't feel like digging through the unfolded clothes, so I go and instead find the C-tier shirts that are still, after a week, available in the dresser. Not sure if anybody else has these problems, but I do. That's still cooking, though. You're still chefing it up. Plating is a very, very important part of culinary. If the food don't look tasty, ain't nobody gonna want to order it. And they're not gonna be as happy when it gets set down in front of them either. Knock, knock. Who's there? Moondog's right. Anybody can learn to cook now with YouTube. I use YouTube, Instagram, whatever it might be. I find usable, fantastic recipes all the time. Hawaii who? Hawaii who? Were you trying to spell Hawaii? Hawaii? Kalaiki Ali'i. I'm fine, Hawaii, you? Wow. 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 Thunder Buns hanging with Mr. Cooper. I do not know what that is a reference to, but thank you for joining us. Who the hell is Mr. Cooper? Am I Mr. Cooper? Am I Bradley Cooper? Oh, is it because I have a lot of coops? Duh. Holy fucking two-head. Yeah, it's the coops, isn't it? Mr. Cooper being the guy who has a lot of coops. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That's clever. Is that another old head unk? You'll fit in with all of the other geriatrics we have here in this stream. Because I have no idea what that reference was. I'm once again reminded that there's always an unkier unk. It's an old and not very funny show. It's kind of nice that someone will have had more coops than I have ever had. I'm glad you feel that way. I couldn't do it without a little bit of guidance from my teachers. Very old. It was what, the 90s? Which show are we talking about? Mr. Cooper is the show? I've never heard of it. Was Tony Danza in it? I associate Tony Danza with old television now. It was called Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I see. Ah, I see. Okay, now it makes sense. Now I gotcha. '92. Fuck yeah. Oh, you're in good company here. We've got a couple of old head unks here. Back in the late 1900s. It feels so much worse to say it like that. That is crazy. That's like, ugh. It's like referring to a Civil War event. In the late 1800s, in the middle late 1800s. Is there Unk Alert in random sound effects? No, but there should be. I gave Shane a pizza, he gave me a pizza. That's a healthy marriage. Born in 92, I was 98. I was born in the late 1900s. That was an unnecessary mini obelisk warp. 84 here? You're 84 years old, Mantis? Wow, I'm impressed. You've managed to stave off the dementia for quite some time. I'm sure your grandkids are proud of you. This is shift with the lull. Ass. All in good fun. All in good fun. Avian's 91 apparently, but I can't make the same joke twice, so. Moondog won't say, but I'm suspecting 80 something. Eventually you pass from Unk to Peepaw. Very true. Eventually you go from Unc to just grandfather. We should have a term for that. We have Unc, we have nephew. Why don't we have really old Unc? We should solve that right now. Let's make it. Let's do it, guys. If we start like a vernacular shift, will be so cool. All right, what should we call him? I guess if Unc is an abbreviation of uncle and nephew is like building on that, should we just call him Great Unc? I feel like Great Uncle makes sense, like Great Unc. Grunk. Yes! Oh, yes, I hope you stick around. You're a thinker. I like that, Thunderbuns. Grunk is mwah, chef's kiss. That's it. It's official, guys. We are officially using the term grunk in this stream to refer to anybody who is older than an Unc. Have you guys heard of Grandma Stardew? Mrs. Shift really likes her. Apparently she's some old, sweet little lady. I've seen a couple of her reels because Mrs. Shift showed me. She's an old, sweet little lady playing Stardew Valley. It's adorable. Yes, we should adopt a baby Shane. I need more ammunition for the wood chipper. Everyone's grandma is a sweet lady. Not everyone's. Aw, sadly never got to see yours. I'm sorry. That's terrible. That's the worst. I had a grandma I didn't get to know well either. Not everybody makes it very old. Gotta make the most of what you got while you got it, guys. Remember to hug your grandmas and your grandpas if they are still kicking. Let them know how important they are to you. None of us would be here if it weren't for grandmas and grandpas. "5 years after you were born? Oh, man. You have grandnieces and nephews. Warms your heart as much as it pisses you off. I love that. You got a good attitude about it. I love the young people. I'll add it to the list. I actually like that one. I was thinking of adding that one anyway.
Fishing! 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 Fishing!
No. Wild. Not always true. Mine is an angry alcoholic who likes to hit certain demographics while yelling slurs. Get a nurse. Never met one of your grandparents. Not everybody is blessed in that way, unfortunately. And in Neat's case, not everybody is blessed to have, while they're alive, the most inspiring experience with their elders. think he lived with Aholf Haler. You know who I mean. I think I do. Oh my god. My grandparents are born in 1911 and 1916. I feel like a relic. Oh my gosh. You won't get banned, Mo. It'll probably just get auto-modded. I noticed Shane doesn't hate my guts because I've been giving him pizza all this time. He does love his pizza. He's not just a beer fiend. And he's already given us 2 more children too, which is great. Stop being so stingy in that regard. Oh my goodness, guys. We built so many coops. I think my grandparents were born in the 20s. One was the 20s. The others were in the early 30s. So, you know, you're not that old. Just a little older. $18.94. Oh my god, Mo. You're gonna love our pizza. Maybe obscure reference. I don't know if you're referencing something horribly heinous or because we're sacrificing children in the context of pizza, but if you're referencing something else and I'm just over here in left field picking dandelions, then just let me be. Pineapple pizza emote. Someone stab this guy, quick. He's putting pineapple on pizza. Get him! Yay, we've got ovens? Oh my god. Oh my god. I love a spicy chat. I love a spicy pizza and I love a spicy chat. Tomatoes are fruit. We've been over this. Although tomatoes are fruit, they do not constitute the same blasphemy as putting actual fruit on pizza. Peppers are also fruit. Fair, fair, fair. Okay, alright, fine, fine. Fruit on pizza, but only some fruit. Bananas are an herb. I have heard this. Bananas being an herb was an interesting one for me. But I mean, they're technically constitutable as fruits, right? In the grand scheme of things. I love how Shane's dialogue was something along the lines of, well, another year gone by, and it's almost year 47, and I've abandoned 113 of our children in all that time. He's probably disassociated by now, right, guys? What about a mold? Ooh, I do like blue cheese. No, let's put mold on pizza. I'll put mold on pizza before I put fruit. Really? Banana trees are closer to grass? Never would have guessed. Mantis, I just am a prolific denouncer of pineapple on pizza. I don't believe that anyone who likes pineapple on pizza should be allowed to have an opinion, let alone a vote in democratic sense. I want to disenfranchise pineapple pizza voters. Ah, blue cheese, the king of wing dipping sauces. Guys, a cup of thick, cheesy... Now, you're dipping that wing, you're dipping that buffalo wing in blue cheese. When I tell you, if you get a chunk of that stuff in there with that saucy first bite, oh, there aren't many things better to put in your mouth. My mouth's watering right now as I'm saying this. Like a thick chunk of the cheese in there. You got the cream too, but I'm saying you get that chunk of blue cheese. Oh my god, you better have chunks. Absolutely. Give me that mold. Put that mold in my mouth. All right, pause. Blue cheese is rank. No, blue cheese is top tier. One of the best cheeses there is. Don't clip that. Why are you clipping that? You are just a prolific suck. Wow, great one. Good comeback. Nasty. No, nothing nasty about it. It's good. It's good for you too. It's good to get that into your system. It's good for your microbiome. I think, maybe. I don't know. You guys know what I stumbled upon in my rewatch of Rick and Morty that I want to add as a sound effect is Ants in My Eyes Johnson. Hi, I'm Ants in My Eyes Johnson, and here at Ants in My Eyes Johnson's discount appliance store, we've got prices that I hope aren't too low. It just melts in with the hot sauce. Wingstop is sounding great. Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings is a little lower tier for me, but it's still... There's a thought in there. There's a thought in my brain about it. I had buffalo chicken mac and cheese for dinner tonight, though. Homemade. Every bit of it. I slow cooked in the oven, in the Dutch oven, a couple of chicken breasts, and then pulled them like pulled pork, but it was pulled chicken. And I did a Cajun buffalo seasoning. Added some Frank's Red Hot, obviously, because can't go wrong. And then Mrs. Shift made her homemade mac and cheese, and we just combined it all. It was fantastic. We need a poll, ranch versus blue cheese. Let it be polled. Mods, there's no prediction active, so... Shall we poll it? I gotta say, I would vote blue cheese, but we don't have a lot of blue cheese in this household. I am a ranch guy when it comes to pizza, but for wings, I do prefer blue cheese, personally. But it's gotta be chunky. Internal mold ripened cheese. Yes. The poll is up. Select your preference. Yes, you're talking about the Vindicators episode, Mo. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That's from like season 3. It was one of their best seasons. I don't eat wings, but I like ranch though, so I'll go with that. Honorable choice. Looks like a 50-50 split on this one, guys. I don't know. Oh, no, not. My widget's just not updating. Looks like we got blue cheese supremacists here. The blue cheese supremacists have spoken. It's a 6-2 vote. I got to agree with him. I do. I have to agree with him. I really want wings now, too. I'm waiting for football to start. The first week of football, I'm plopping like 24 wings in the deep fryer. Me and my father-in-law are going to town on some buffalo wings. We are going to destroy some buffalo wings. I want the part where Morty tells Rick to focus on secret mission and Rick just plays around and says, "Oh yes, oh my OMG, really scared." I'm gonna add a lot of Rick and Morty. I've actually been writing down the sound effects that I like the most as I'm watching and rewatching it. I know there was a mod that adds new voice lines or new response strings for the NPCs. That's funny. I bet there's some really good ones in there.
Whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on.
I love that one. I can see Patrick waddling with his head coming out of the trombone when I hear that sound effect. 60-40 split. So there are some ranch lovers. There are some blue cheese lovers. We got a good split here, but blue cheese seems to be the winner. And I gotta go with the blue cheese guys. You got a few because it's something you missed. There's one where your spouse reacts to your death. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Oh my god, is he okay? He'll be fine. Here's a $1,000 bill. You may want to talk to the Adventurers Guild about the 6 prismatic stars he lost. My gut says go with that spot. My gut's sometimes wrong, but also sometimes right. Chicago-style hot dog, hands down. Ooh. Ooh. He said, man, I don't give a shit. As long as it's called cheese, it's okay to put on pizza. Valid. We gotta abandon a child today, guys. Wait a minute. Yeah, hang on. You know what? We'll do it. We'll do it when we have to go see Robin again. I'll just grab a prismatic shard preemptively. Cottage cheese on pizza? Yeah, you're gonna have to miss me with that. You're gonna have to miss me with that. I love a good hot dog, though. I'm a big hot dog guy. I love me some wieners. I love a good wiener. I ain't shy to enjoy a good wiener. Chicago hot dog, you gotta get some onions, some relish, mustard. Make it dirty too. You gotta have it boiling in the juice for hours. You want that dog juicy. Juicy. At least that's my understanding. Burrata on pizza? No, actually, burrata on pizza is a banger. I've tried that. Me and Mrs. Shift make pizza. Mostly Mrs. Shift and I watch and eat the food. Bake pizza from time to time, and burrata on pizza was a win for sure. Soggy, not quite. You know, you gotta get a little bit of the milk off, otherwise it's gonna screw up the pizza cook. But pretty good. I would stick with mozzarella. It's not really like groundbreaking. It's not just insanely soggy, no. But the burrata we got was not fresh, to be fair. So a fresh burrata is gonna be soggy. Yeah, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. You're better off just with mozzarella. Sports peppers? Sports peppers, guys. What do we got? What are sports peppers? Jalapenos? Tomato, onion, neon relish, and sports peppers on a poppy seed bun. So the neon relish, I'm getting lost on. The sports peppers. Oh, green chilies. Okay, jalapeno spiciness. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Sign me up. Sign me up for that, for sure. And then the jalapeno, or the neon Genesis Evangelion. What's that? The neon relish, I mean. Is that just relish, mustard, and ketchup? Like, just loaded up with the condiments? Ah, neon green relish is a sweet relish. I prefer a dill relish, personally, but I'm not from Chicago, so I might be a little biased. I like an East Coast wiener. I'm more of a New York wiener. Or a New York preferencist. That's a word. I'm sure the ones you sell at work are full of milk because they're fresh made. Do you guys make the burrata at home? Like in-house? At home. Does someone make the burrata and bring it in? Burrata is a fantastic cheese, though. Like, definitely an S-tier cheese. The only trouble is it's so messy and it does not keep because it's basically an incomplete cheese. It's just mozzarella, but not finished. Oh, the company you work for is big on frozen food. Ugh. Would you guys get scouted by Kitchen Nightmares? Would Gordon Ramsay show up to your establishment one day? Is it one of those? Automod got your message, Mo? Curious what it was. Let's update our dove counter, and while we're here, I'll also update our coops built. Looks like we've got 75. We started with 102. 202. All right, we've officially asked Robin to build us our 128th coop. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely more than 2/3 of the way there. I wouldn't mind some things for convenience, but you guys don't get to make much at all. That's the worst. I hate going out to eat, and you can tell it's all just shit someone pulled out of a bag and tossed in a microwave or an oven. Like, I want, if I'm gonna go out and eat and be served, which is rare, I want to have a really good meal. I'm not interested in frozen shit. And I noticed more and more lately, it seems like restaurants think they can just pass off subpar ingredients and like mark up 100% on what they paid for it because they're bringing it to you at a table. And it's like, no, dude, you gotta be like good at this. If you don't make food that's better than what I can make at home, I don't consider you to be a good restaurant. That's just how it is. Applebee's, Chili's, big time, yeah. I went to Chili's about a year ago with my brother, and it was, yeah, like just not good. It was garbage, and I paid like $50 for both of us. It wasn't a good experience. Wouldn't recommend. We don't make a single one of our desserts. They're good, but I'd love to be able to make them. Desserts are another thing. That's blasphemy. Desserts are one of those things that should be made in-house. Oh, Mr. Poopy Butthole. That's why that got fucking auto-modded, Mo. Yeah, I would refrain from saying Mr. Poopy Butthole in chat if you don't want it to get auto-modded. But yes, I do love some ooh-wee. That was an episode, huh, guys? Ooh-wee. My Mr. Poopy Butthole could use some work. Yeah, I know a mom and pop place will be banging. And yes, I think we are making some really good progress today. We've gotten a lot done. These coops, it feels nice to see the Empire really coming together. We're gonna have to spend a lot of time getting all the coops actually upgraded once they're built, but getting them placed is really rewarding, I think, compared to just opening golden mystery boxes and seeing, oh, we got 20 more auto petters, yippee! Time to do it all again tomorrow. There's a reason you don't go back to that restaurant. Yeah, obviously, if a restaurant wows you just once, you're going to want to go back to there. Should we adopt a baby? Yes, that's going to be baby number 115. Thank you, Shane. This file might be useful in the future for another challenge I'm interested in trying, guys. I'm seriously thinking of doing the collect every garment and article of clothing in the game challenge at some point. I think it'd be a fun little excursion. And I'd probably use this world to do it. Placing them is half the fight. Yeah, getting them all filled up with chickens is going to be a whole other story. The good news is, once they're all deluxe coops, getting them all filled up with chickens should be arduous, but not impossible. We should be able to get them all filled up pretty quickly, in like a single in-game year, I mean. Which is the goal. What auto-clicker do you use for the orphans? I use, it's called OP Auto-Clicker 4.1. Look up OP Auto-Clicker, and I think I got it from their official website, the Windows version. Auto Children Stabber. Filling them should be pretty easy. Getting enough eggs, really. I think it'll be an autopilot. Just grab hay from the chests, shove it in the hay hopper, go to sleep over and over again. That'll be our way of getting the eggs. We only have to get the eggs out once. It'll be one process. We'll store them all in chests inside of the main house once we get them all. Is it gonna suck? Yes, but we'll do it once and that'll be that. You meant to grow the chickens? Getting them up to like full hearts. That's why I'm putting the second auto petter in there. It won't take more than, it'll take about 9 in-game years for the auto grabbers to fill up. So having 2 in there basically means I'll have 1 with all the good eggs and 1 with all the shit eggs. And as long as I keep them fed, they should get up to max hearts over time. I do have the Coop Master profession already, which greatly helps with that as well. I already have enough eggs. I have 3,000 eggs in my inventory right here. Because we've had the chickens already. So we've had the 200 that we had. I got 3,000 right here. So it'll just be trivial. Because we've had these guys producing the whole time. So it was good to our benefit to have these guys early this whole time. For sure. Let's go see Robina. Don't you have to enter each coop to name the new hatchlings? Yes, I have to name 2,000 chickens. It's probably going to take us a week. It'll be at least a little fun. That'll be more fun than cracking open gold mystery boxes. That was the least fun. The gold mystery box saga was the least fun part of this for sure. It'll be a naming party, exactly. We'll just throw shit at the wall. I'm not gonna be picky. I don't care if we double or triple name a few of them. Just do the best we can. Oh yeah, we got Shane to max hearts. We don't need to keep feeding him pizza. I just want to get a few more kids. We might get 120 dubs. Maybe 125. Guys, I did the math on golden animal crackers, by the way. I think this would be fun to share. The drop rate for monsters is 0.15%. per kill. So if you were to kill 1,000 monsters, if you were to slay 1,000 monsters, you would get 1.5 golden animal crackers on average. The daily luck, the way that it factors in is it takes that probability and it multiplies it by 1 plus whatever your daily luck number is. So if you're 12.5% daily luck, it's going to take 1 plus 0.125. So it literally takes 0.15% and multiplies it by 1.125. And if you're quick with math, that's your 0.15% chance becomes 0.16875%. So it's probably negligible in the long run. It's not a major deal. So the daily luck thing doesn't really matter when we're grinding for the golden animal crackers hugely, and luck has no basis in it at all. So I just did that math today and thought I'd share. Chicken Neon, welcome back. How you doing? The good thing with the monster compendium is it adds a 3% double roll, so that like 0.16785, you can multiply that by 1.03, and that's your real per 1,000 rate. I'm doing great. We built about 50 coops today. We've been having a pretty productive stream, getting things done, so I'd say I'm doing great. Share that math in DM. That is helpful. It's on the wiki. It's super simple. It's but I can share it. I can share it. The video is going to outline it in depth too when we get there. I mean, it's anything that's mathematical I'm putting on screen, and I'm going to make it really entertaining and keep shit moving, because I know not a lot of people like math, so I'll keep it really shiny and I'll make sure it's explained as clearly as possible. But the gist is basically you take the 0.15%, which is the flat base rate for when you defeat a monster. If it's going to drop a golden animal cracker, that means it's a 1.5 per 1,000 kills. 1.5 golden animal crackers as the base, and then you multiply that by the daily luck factor, which can be, as you can see here, I have an 11% today, so that would be 0.11. So you multiply that by 1 plus the daily luck factor. So since I have 0.11, you would multiply the 0.15 base percent times 1.11, and you would get like 0.15 times 1.11, you'd get 0.1665. So it'd give you an extra 0.165% chance, which is totally like negligible. It's not, barely even makes a difference, honestly. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Just explaining it twice for everybody. Sometimes I forget how bad my eyesight is when I get tired, so I went to go turn video quality back up to 1080p, thinking it was 480p. Nope, it's on 1080p already. I'm just blind. I'm only streaming at 12,500 kilobits so per second, so it's not the best bit rate. It's high, but it's not too high. I could probably make it higher, if anything. I'll drop the math. Mantis, you helped me too much. I will definitely take a moment to send you that math. It's definitely just your eyes. I keep the bitrate at a manageable level, mostly just because I don't know how much my internet can handle, and I don't want stream to chug one day. Aside from that, I also just am also recording raw footage of the game and the VOD. So the raw footage of the game is like 50,000 bitrate, which is like 5 times the quality right now. So my computer does a freaking fantastic job. My computer's a tank, but I also don't want to overload it and make it sag. Oof. What are you saying? Sounds like my drunk father at Thanksgiving. Just get around, put it in your job, and the kids these days and disrespectful. Look, someone get the evil wizard medic. He's having a stroke, and not the fun kind. funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. Twitch has a cap on bitrate anyway. Maybe I'm hitting it. I don't know. When I was upgraded to affiliate, it went from 5,000 to now I stream at 12,500, but I don't remember ever setting that, so it's just what I leave it at. All right, I don't want to think too hard on this. Put one there. Man, we are looking good. We're winding down, but we've built about 50 coops today. We should be done tomorrow with getting them all built and placed, which is great. Got a couple of more babies as well, who we donated to the skies. Been a pretty darn good stream, I gotta say. Pretty darn good stream. Very productive once again. I may as well give a disclaimer while I got you guys here that
93 says,
oh boy, here we go.
5 het 6 jig tuli ukitver. Waf wasoifa gfo feo jfj. Rufok 0 okfapsik pafo afksav. Fea siafifi a3 we fufkist cave. A foyo fasifo 09 adwuka. 0 a fiafus jfj 0 f0 alpha 00 wadesif susif wifa jfio fudoya yes. We af seof sakaf of waif way iafeikov. Wayad foaf pafeo feokfa. Fe pofka pofkopfa af fa waf fe ifyo afafas feo faj fe ifyo fajoifaj waf oifa oifa wafa wafi. Fe pafk cape sa cafe a pafk fe a pafo cafe a po af cafo pafko. Rapak fa pafk feok fafo paf. Of we o fie fi fiwaj fio fio oifa. Fak pafo a foskopfak. Afipafakafa kafo a skeokf.
What the fuck is happening indeed, Mo? One day he will summon a demon by accident. I love how Beekeeping It Real and Moondog both had the same idea. Are we summoning something? I also love that you just totally broke my speaker.bot. Normally speaker.bot is supposed to read out the hydration message, and it just didn't for that hydration reminder. That's fucking hilarious. Freaking lunatic over here. Even the voice struggled to read it. My couch is floating.
Attention shift. Kelpco has issued a legally binding hydration order.
Oh, he caught up.
Is mandatory.
He caught up. Fred caught up. He just, you know what? Fred was probably reading that in the background because the message was so long and we couldn't hear it because Twitch stopped it at 500 characters, but he had to, yes, he had to catch his breath, exactly. Yeah, thanks for the hydration reminder, Kelp. Oh yes, you might actually summon a demon. You might want to be careful. Give it up for baby 115. I gave up 114 kids. Now I'm about to give up my 115th kid. I Hell, you what? My boy ain't much, but he's all I got, and I'm about to give him up to the sky. Or something like that. Goodbye, Sky Child. Unk goes around, drops random name, and the chicken equations himself. Why did he name me Chick C437 Ultra T-Rex 3000? Because I thought it'd be a cool name. I don't even know what you're talking about. What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Oh my God! Oh! They
Mostly added that one to really spice up burp dividends. I know it's loud. I know. That one's supposed to be loud. Did someone text you that? Oh, yes? Is that their way of breaking up with you?
I'm Tori, and I'm here to ask you one question, and one question only. Explosions?
Yeah, Mo, I agree. Damn, I'm not reading this. Moondog, was it too loud? Was it too intense?
Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look! Just a flesh wound.
Yes, I have. Look! Just a flesh wound. All right, that's probably going to be the last coop that we request Robin.
Keepinjit_real69 says, Ahis93, you it was good but I don't think it would work out with you don't I guess you are going through the wrong things for yourself now I don't want you get hurt or anything I just don't know how I can do that for myself I will never do it for anyone who will do anything to help you out and you can get your profit immediately you receive the profit you receive from the bank immediately. Receive the payment no read-in.
Okay, Fred. On a scale of 1 to 10, how productive has the progress been today? I would say definitely a solid 8. We didn't like break any major ground. We've had streams where we got like 25 auto petters just out of pure luck. But I will do a walk around the perimeter just to show you what we got today. We are definitely going to lock in this layout. I think this is going to end up being the best layout we can do. We're also able to maneuver around it, which is a huge plus so far, because we were forfeiting a lot of maneuverability. But we have, at this point, let's see, 69. We've put together 134 coops in total. We started the stream at about 84, so we built 50 today, which is major. And then aside from that, we also were able to lay them out in what I think is the final restructuring that we'll have to do. Hopefully that's the case. And yeah, it feels pretty good to watch it all come together after everything we've been through to this point. This has been the 30th stream, so I think we embarked on this journey with bright eyes and bushy tails, and at this point it seems as though all the hard work is finally coming into fruition. We're definitely tired. I'm tired. The stream has been through a lot, but I think we're probably closer to the end than we are to the beginning at this point, and hopefully we've only got about 20 more streams to go before the challenge is zipped up, wrapped up, and completely finished. And with all that said, guys, I think it's a good time to leave it there. It's 10 p.m. It's time for my bedtime. I'll be back again tomorrow at 7 p.m. to serenade you with my ridiculous fart sounds and burps. Until then, I hope that you guys have a great day tomorrow, whether you are going to work or school. And I hope that you have a great night as well, rest of your night, whatever you might be doing. So, wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful day tomorrow, and I'll see you at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Goodbye for now. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go.